What's going on, guys? Electric Outdoors here again with the Mototec Thor. And as I said in the last video, I'm going to be swapping the bars today. And I have the luxury of being in my dad's garage, which we pretty much have everything to do with here. Which, I mean, all you need is Allen wrenches. Really. You just need a 3mm, a 5, 2.5, and a 4, pretty much, to like swap the bars on this. So that's all we're really going to use. And that's pretty much it. So to start, we're gonna get these grips off, I guess, which I already put these grips on, but the grips that come with this scooter, they have the exact same 3mm bolts that hold them on. So I'm gonna take them off. Try to not scratch the display at all. And they're lock grips, so they have, you know, rings on them that tighten. Best grips you want. You don't really want just silicone like grips that slide on electric scooters, because when you hit them, they'll turn, and it's not good for popping over potholes and stuff. So there's one. There's two. All right, and we'll put our 3mm down, and then we're gonna take the brake levers off. So, I highly recommend that when you do this. This way you don't pull on all the cables. You fold the handlebars down before you start loosening them, because if you don't do that, the cables are really not gonna fit right. Also, when we put the other bars on, we're gonna slide the cables over the bars before we put them into the headset, because if you don't do that, you're gonna be screwed. There's no way the cables are gonna fit over the wider new bars. So definitely make sure everyone's unfolded before you decide to add the new bars. And see, it's already like kind of tight even with them slightly folded. So all right, cool. Next, we're going to take off the horn, blinker, and light fixture, I suppose. And this one kind of has a weird bolt in it. It's 2.5mm wrench, and it's not really a bolt. It's kind of just a nut that has an Allen hole on the end of it. So, all right, we'll take that off. And then the last thing is the dual and single motor, which we're going to go back to the 3mm. And remove that. All right. If we can get it off. Oh, we also have the display. Sorry, we gotta loosen those up a bit more. Which, this display comes off in 2 pieces. I don't recommend you take all of these bolts out. Just loosen it just enough to slide it off, because it's kind of a bitch to get it back on the other side of it. So. Alright. Display comes off. Single and dual motor switch comes off. And there is all of our cables coming from the controller right there. Very cool. Alright, now we're going to take a 4mm Allen wrench, come over here to the front of the scooter, and we're going to undo all 4 of these bolts, because this is where we're going to put the new bars in. Because fuck these bars. Nobody likes folding bars. If you do, you don't ride your scooter fast enough. Because, I don't know, man. I don't weigh much, and I already hate them, you know, so. If you weigh any more than me, and you're like, oh, folding bars are okay, you know, they're not even that bad. Well, yeah, you probably go like 30 on your scooter on a good day, you know. I like to go like at least 40, dude. So, if you can, you know. And yeah, if any of you guys want to buy these folding handlebars, let me know in the comments because I'll gladly sell them to you. Because they suck. So if you like them and think they look cool, well, they probably wouldn't be bad for like a bicycle, I guess. You know, they wouldn't be too bad. All right, and there we go. See you later. All right. All right, let's grab these beauties right here. Oh, check them out. Looking clean. And as I said, we need to make sure that we put all of the attachments onto the handlebars before we do this. So we're gonna do that. Oh, look at that. Fits beautifully. Surprise. Oh, we're gonna loosen this just a little more. Cool, cool. Got a break. Oh, come on. I guess I should have undid the bolts a little more. It seemed like they came off kind of easy, didn't it? I mean, maybe I should have undid them a little more. Alright. Oh no. Come on. I need you to go through there. There we go. Very good. Man, we're gonna have to slide everything down here to even get this side on. It's gonna be rough. Actually, we can unplug this. If we can, Jesus Christ. There we go. Alright. And we'll slide it on, and then we can plug it in after. And the brake, that's tight. Yeah, the brake is definitely going to be a bit of an issue. But that's alright. I'm just going to have to cut the zip ties, which we have more of them, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. Okay. Now, hopefully, we can fit the brake. Come on. Well, I know I'm gonna have to open it up a little more anyway, once I stretch it over that, so let's get that done. Alright, come on now. Alright, we're gonna unplug the brake too. Alright. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that was a little bit more involved than I wanted it to be. Now I'm going to center the bars. As I already said, I'm going to do that off camera probably, but I'm gonna put 2 bolts in here just to hold everything, and I'm gonna plug everything back in. We're gonna make sure the scooter works, obviously, still, because we just ripped everything out, so. But everything should be fine, because most of these plugs are like standard e-bike plugs, standard scooter things, like that you can just pull them apart, really, and they fit together again. Not a big deal. I mean, I'll try to center it as much as I can, I guess, while I'm right here. Jesus. Fucking sucks dropping wrenches. Especially Allen wrenches. So annoying. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna, damn, that seems like it is abnormally tight. Yeah, that bottom one, something up with that. The bottom of this little headset piece thing. It's like inside here. Yeah, so I'm gonna like hold it up and try to like turn it in because the head of the bolt is not going into it at all. And that's really annoying, but this is the shit that happens with these fucking scooters, you know? We will take the bolt out. Try to move this around. Now, there we go. See, I'm holding it up. That way, like, the cap of the bolt can, like, go into that. Because it wouldn't before. So, I think I'm going to put, now that it's kind of hugging that, I'm going to put the other one in right here also. Not really worrying about the bars too much, where they're going right now. More worried about all these bolts fitting back into the thing, because if you don't hold the thing on right, you can tell it's not the best quality headset, because if you don't hold it in the exact right spot, the bolts don't even fit back into like the caps, you know. It's pretty garbage. But you know, as long as you know that going into it and how to kind of, like I'm doing right now, move it into, you know, the right spot, you should be alright. And there we go. See, now all 4 bolts are sitting in the holes, which is great. So I'm going to snug them up just a little bit, which, as I was saying before, I'm going to stop recording real quick and just center the bars for myself. I'm going to stand behind the scooter and, you know, align them. And then I'll come back to you guys when I tighten all the stuff back and put the grips back on and all that. So, yeah. Alright, so this stuff's pretty much tight. As I said, we're going to plug everything back in and make sure that we didn't ruin anything unplugging it. Just to show that you can definitely unplug stuff if you have to on these things. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, they don't even want to undo a bolt. It's like, dude, sometimes shit happens. Alright, so there we go, everything's plugged in. Let's turn it on. Oh, it doesn't like that. Make sure it's all plugged in. Well, I don't know. It's on. I don't know why that's happening. Weird. It keeps beeping. I'm not sure what's going on there. So hold on 1 minute. I'll try to figure this out and I'll be right back, I guess. Alright guys, so I'm back here and I figured out what that beeping was. This noise, because I thought it was because I kept plugging in, well, I unplugged all this stuff and I plugged it back in. I thought I messed something up, but I didn't really know what, and it was weirding me out. So I was looking around, and it is actually just the blinkers of the scooter. I must have hit the switch when I was taking them off of the other handlebars, so no need to worry about that, really. Everything's fine. The whole scooter works. Everything's cool. And yeah, great. So we're going to put the grips back on now. And these specific grips are single lock grips. They're not double lock ones, so they slide on all the way to the end. They're solid at the end, so you just slide them on and then you can just tighten them. which is awesome. And actually, I'm gonna use this one on this side because I want the bolts facing up and the grippy part facing forward. That way my fingers, when they're grabbing them like that, you know what I mean? I'm sure you guys know what I mean. All right, and we'll put them up, try to make them a little bit straight as we can. And then we're gonna snug those up. Get this out of the way. You're gonna tighten them too much with the lock rings. They do a really good job of holding the grips on, so you're really not gonna worry about it too much. All right. And then to put everything back, I mean, you guys literally just do everything in the opposite order. This little thing is the only weird thing, to be honest. But it's a 3mm Allen wrench to get the horn and all this type of stuff. It's a 3mm. Actually, no, this is a 2.5. I'm sorry. The dual motor and single motor is a 2.5mm. So no, the dual and single motor is a 3mm. This one's a 2.5mm. The horn and light assembly is a 2.5mm Allen wrench. The dual motor and single motor one is a 3. And this is also a 3, the display, and the brakes are 5s. And all you need to do at this point is put them where you want them, adjust them properly, and you're good to go. So that's how I set up this scooter, and when you guys see me ride in the future, these handlebars are going to be on it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and peace.